Hi everyone. This video is to help you get started with this week's activity. Activity number 6, due Sunday. All right, in the first problem, we are comparing two different mortgages, and those mortgages being over two different number of years. 15-year mortgage and the 30-year mortgage for both the $140,000 and the $160,000 house at the same interest rate for both. So to start this problem, to get these four monthly payments, you are going to use the spreadsheet. So this problem begins with using the spreadsheet for 8.5. It should say mortgage payment calculator at the top. All right, so you enter in the appropriate information. I've already got a video how to use these tabs on the spreadsheet. And let's say for the 30-year mortgage on the $140,000 house, you get a monthly payment of $200 on the nose. Now you're not going to get that, but for the purposes of this help video, I'm using that as my number. Okay, it should be quite a bit higher than that. All right, so the next piece, you have to compute by hand the total cost of the loan. Right, if my monthly payment is $200, then to get the total cost of the loan, I'll do it off to the side over here. I'm going to pay that $200 every month. So we're going to multiply it by 12 for 30 years. And that answer goes in this box. $200 every month for 30 years. Right? When you go here, it's only for 15 years. Here is 15 years, and here is 30 years. All right? That is how you get that box. And then the bottom one here, okay, the total interest you paid over the course of the loan, whatever your answer is here. Let's see what mine would be. $200. Let me grab my calculator. $200 times 12 times 30 years is $72,000. $72,000. To get the total interest you paid, you're going to take that $72,000 and subtract $140,000. I'm going to get a negative number because I just made up 200, so that won't happen for you if you do it correctly, but you take and subtract to get this bottom box, okay? So the total you paid for the house minus the original price, the total you paid from your monthly payments minus the original price, is the amount of interest. Then to answer 2, 3, and 4, and 5, you're just comparing different boxes to each other. So for most of them, or for two of them, you're subtracting. Just make sure you subtract the right values. And then 4 and 5, you're kind of analyzing the things that you found. Then in problem number 6, you are still with that same Egbert example. You are now finding how much Egbert's salary needs to be in order to afford that house. And so a general rule of thumb is that your house should not be more than 28% of your income. So I'm going to kind of write that verbally. 28%. Whoops, I forgot the 8. 28% of my income is my monthly payment. All right. So in the example from the first slide, 28% or 0.28 times my income X is equal to the monthly payment, $200. All right. To solve that for X, I'm going to take $200 and divide it by 0.28. And I got $714.29. And that, remember, is per month. That's what my income needs to be every month in order to afford that mortgage payment. And then I'm going to multiply that by 12 because I want my annual salary. Most people, when they think about their salary, it's for the whole year. So if I take that $714-ish times 12, $8,571.43, and that's what would go here, $8,571.43. Now that's not going to go there on your paper because you're using your numbers, okay? But that's how you would go about that. All right. Now for part B, same idea. You get the monthly payment in the spreadsheet. You multiply to get the total cost of the loan, and then you subtract to get the total interest. Now for this bottom box here, okay, you won't be able to fill that in right off the bat. That actually, the pages got a little bit messed up, and I didn't notice until after it was already in my math lab. Question 2, oops, meant to circle it. Question 2. Here it's 17% of your gross sales. 17% of your sales when you have a business is equal to your monthly payment. All right, you shouldn't spend more than 17% of your sales on your monthly payment. Okay, so the same idea as the previous example, you solve that equation for x. 0.17 times x is equal to whatever the payment is that you got in filling out the table using the spreadsheet. Okay, and then question 3 is fairly straightforward. It's just comparing the sales to each for each of the 3 loans to this $3,350. All right. Hopefully that gets you started. I didn't do any of the actual typing into the spreadsheet, but that hopefully is not terrible. And then you just got to play around with the numbers. If you get stuck on it, please join me in an office hour. Please email me, ask me a question. Any of that would be a good idea. Thank you very much for listening, and have a wonderful day.